Hello, good evening, everyone. Alex from MarketWise Asia. I can see that the people are streaming in already. So tonight's session will be pretty casual. So this is a webinar style over there. So I can see right now starting streaming a bit more. So if you can hear me loud and clear, please say a hi to me in the comments. I enabled the chat already. So can say a hi to me, okay? You guys are the SVI community lah, so don't be shy, okay? Say a hi to me, okay? You guys are the best of the best already. Okay, Henry, S. Ng, Hong Kui, Dominic, William, Eddie. Yes, I just had my dinner. Yeah, so just pick up my child at about 5:30, come back, have dinner, and then prepare for this session. Nicholas, Christopher, Agnes, okay. All right, good to see everyone of you. Let's just wait for maybe a few more minutes now. Okay, Brian, KK, Wailam. Yes, there'll be a recording. So I believe I'm sure that there'll be people who can't make it on time. So there will be a recording. So don't worry on that. Okay. So if the best if you can try to stay back and I try to answer as many questions as possible lah. Okay. Anyway. So I think you guys are pretty familiar with this webinar session, right? So at the bottom of the screen, right, there is the Q&A tab. Okay, so if you have any pressing question, burning question, okay, just type in the Q&A box. Okay, it'll be easier for me to see, easier for me to answer those questions. Okay, all right. So more people are streaming in. Okay, so good evening, everyone. I think there are about 127 registered, so I don't know how many will come up. But anyway, in total, there are about 200 and I think 273 seasonal. Sorry, it's not 2773. This is not 4D. 273. I think about near to 300 people. About 273 seasonal Vantage insiders. So quite a bit of you. Okay, I'm pretty happy that you guys are part of this community. Okay, so put your question in there. Hey, no question. Hey, anyway, before we start, you just wait for a few more people to come in first. I think for those who have you I posted certain things on Telegram. Have you read the Telegram I posted where is Coinbase the leading indicator for Bitcoin? Anybody watch that video? If you watch the video already, just type Y in the comments. Just type Y in the comments. So while we wait for some more people to come in, right? So let's just wait for a while I go through certain things. Okay? Have you watched the video? Yes, provided you are inside the Telegram channel. So I posted there. So I said that Coinbase can be a leading indicator for the Bitcoin. So I will just share with you guys first, okay? Let me just share the screen. Is there a Telegram channel for SVI? No, there's no Telegram channel because, okay, this is a membership subscription based on, okay? There will always be people at the end of the day, will subscribe, exit, that kind of thing. It's very hard for me to keep track of who is still within the SVI community. And a lot of time, I think group chat, it can be pretty noisy, okay? The best way is to actually really ask a question in the comment section in the SVI membership, okay? Yeah, so there'll be no Telegram channel or group, okay? And yeah, let me try to share my screen right now. So this is screen one. Okay, so I believe you guys can see my screen, right? If you can see, just type once again, just type number one in the comments and see my screen. Yes, can Okay, so this is the Bitcoin. So for those who did not watch the video yet, right? So I'll just go through. This is the Bitcoin chart, okay? And then no, let's just do the Coinbase first. Coinbase is COIN, coin, coin. So this is the coin. And I will add the Bitcoin at the bottom of the panel, okay, at the bottom. So you can see over there, right? Actually, Bitcoin and Coinbase, they are quite correlated, very correlated. So at the top is actually Coinbase, okay? Below is Bitcoin. Can you see that, Coinbase go down, Bitcoin go down, go up, go up. Basically, you can see that it is the same movement. Let me try to remove this naked Oops. Okay, just add the Bitcoin. Okay. So BITO is the ETF, right? I didn't really explore those ETF yet. So you guys can see, right? So this is the Bitcoin. So correlated, do you guys remember when is the date where Bitcoin ETF officially launched? So the ETF is ready. You guys remember? What's the date? Okay. The date is actually 10th of January, 10th of January, okay? So you can see that 10th of January over here. Let me try to do the style. Style will be put candles over here, okay? So 10th of January, it is the Bitcoin ETF launch. So this is the vertical line. So you can see that, Bitcoin actually peaked at the Bitcoin ETF launch. All right, so what do you see on Coinbase? What do you see on Coinbase? Anybody can give me any answer or not? Okay, 5 seconds, any answer? Or you watch the video already, you should know. Okay. Yes, pullback, but the answer that I want to see is that not divergence. Coinbase actually peaked P-E-A-K, peak first, not the P-I-G, not the zoo. P-E-A-K, peak, okay? Can you see that? This is the peak for Bitcoin, but Coinbase peak first, okay? It hit the high first, and then it started to come. And then the Bitcoin ETF launched. Okay, it's a leading indicator. Yes, that's right, kind of leading indicator. And you realize over here, okay, for the Coinbase over here, okay, on this bar over there. On this bar, big candle bar is on the 11th of January. Coinbase actually dropped minus 6.7%. I don't know what's the news on Coinbase at the moment in time. It could be some news or whatever it is, but doesn't matter. What you want to see is that actually for Bitcoin, do you see that there is a long candle, or people say it's a shooting star. So price actually surged higher and then came back down. But the price movement is not that large, okay? And then the following day, then Bitcoin then had a huge candle down, okay? So right now it is the same also, very similar, okay? It might not exactly pan out like previously, but can you see that for Coinbase, yesterday for Coinbase price actually had a huge down day. So yesterday, Coinbase was down minus 9.22%, 9.22%. But do you see like right now, Bitcoin, okay, is not really down yet. I think it's still slightly positive, So which means that, I don't know whether the same thing will pan out. And then following that, Bitcoin will follow the point-based price action and come down again. So this is something that I observed, okay? So prior to that, I think early last year, actually Bitcoin and Ethereum, or rather crypto was a leading indicator for the equities market, which means that, previously in 2022, 2023, okay, at some point in time in the afternoon, okay, you see that crypto starting to chiong, right? In the late afternoon, like maybe 3, 4 p.m., 5 p.m. Then you know that, hey, actually tonight stock market is going to be pretty bullish. So this correlation lasted for a while. So you can say that I have the hindsight or the prediction, how the equities market meaning the stock market, will kind of roughly perform at night, Singapore time at night, when the US stock market open. But after a while, I think late last year also, or somewhere around last year, then this correlation disappeared. So it doesn't really follow this kind of movement anymore. And right now, something that I observe is on this Coinbase. And if you actually look at this Coinbase, right, if you add in my usual indicator, cloud plus CPR, I said in the video, okay, right now Coinbase, it is actually below the cloud already. So below the cloud, very simple, it is a downtrend, okay, and below the central P range. So not looking so good for Coinbase, which in turn could be a leading indicator, which in turn will lead Bitcoin could fall further. So you can see that what's the Bitcoin price right now? Bitcoin, yeah. Today is still positive, but the day is still young. Okay. All right. So that's the gist of the video that I mentioned. Okay, cool. All right, so far right now we have about 62 participants. Okay, people, say hi to me if you just joined in. I hope you guys had your dinner already. So for those who joined in just now, 40 plus, now about 60 plus, say hi to me. Say hi to me. Okay, just chill. Okay, Django. Okay, this is gonna be a chill session. Grab your coffee and such. All right, Kevin Wong, KM Lui, Winnet Ng, okay, MW, Shirley, okay, Damien, Cynthia, Roy, Raymond, Milky, good to see you guys. As I say, right, if any question, Kelly, okay, good evening. So type in the Q&A box. Type in the Q&A box. All right. So what's the process in stock selection? So later I'll answer Wai Lam. So for buy price may stay below the wash line for a few days. What are the max number of bar before price goes above the wash line to be a valid entry? So okay, fantastic. So later I will try to answer. Meanwhile, once again, try to put the a question there. I will go through some of the things first. Okay, right. Just continue to put a question there. So first of all, I think this is the first webinar that I've done, right? So by now, you guys should have the login access already. Okay, so just in case, okay, you don't know the login, okay, the login is actually from seasonalvantage.com right now. I actually put the login button at the top. So you can just go to Seasonal Vantage, okay? And then click on the login and then you go to the members area. Previously, there is some payhip.com link and then marketwiseasia.com/SV. I know that maybe some of you might be forgetful of such now. So I think the easiest way is to put there. And yeah, so once you log in, you should see this page over there. So the report plus the members area. So in fact, when I do this, it is linked to my email software. But I know there are a few who are using Yahoo email. Somehow, there's always some problem with the Yahoo email. Cannot really send out the email to you guys. I'm not sure. So if you are using Yahoo email, the best is try to use a Gmail email and opt in. That's the best. I'll change your email, something like that. Okay, that's the best. But nevertheless, I think using Payhip, you should still reach the email, and the email should still reach you. And this is the report. And yesterday I mentioned in the members area, right? The latest ETF report I have already updated. So for February and March. So just go ahead and download the report. So by now, it should be all completed. But just to let you know, for this data, right, many of them is until 2022. So as new data come out for 2023 and for last year, right, then I will try to put into this latest data again. Definitely by second quarter, all the data should be until 2023. So all these are the PDF and also the Excel data sheet. And for the members area, right, click there, okay. SV. Okay, that's all here. Okay, how many of you actually did not receive the email? You should receive the email. If not, you won't be attending this webinar, right? You should receive the email, right? So you watch, right? Okay, can I think I feel a bit hot. Let me take out the jacket first. Okay, everything okay so far? If everything okay, just type okay in the comments. Okay, okay. Give me a moment, Okay, so for the central pivot range and also the cloud, how many of you are still not very sure how this indicator works for me, or you are very, very new to me, you don't know how this indicator works? Every time you see my Facebook Live or the video that I done for you, the weekly video, you see the cloud and the central pivot range. How many of you are not very clear or all are clear? Okay. Okay, so while I'm explaining, so okay, explain CPR again. So, okay, first of all, let me go to trading view first. Cloud, I'm okay. Okay, so I'll try to explain. I think there's a member over here. So Oswin, I'm not sure whether Oswin it is here. He actually did an indicator for us. Okay, so Shirley said me not very clear, no problem. All right. So previously I had a MarketWise Asia video. You go to YouTube, right? You search for MarketWise Asia, and then you search for this one, and then for the video, okay, you should see this video over here. Okay, the setting up the cloud, the pivot point, and the central pivot range. Okay, the central pivot range. So if you follow the things step by step, right? Okay, technically you should have a lot of indicator, as in pivot, then whatever it is, okay, pivot stats. Some of you know more, but this is actually my template, so it's still with me. So the latest update, I update you guys how to insert into that, okay? But if you are on a free trading view, right? Not by Austin, it's by Oswin, okay? So if you're on a free trading view account, you will not be able to add so many indicators. So Oswin is, I think it's OSWIN, Oswin, okay? So you can only add, free trading view can only add 3 indicators, okay? So if you put a naked chart over there, okay, so Oswin, right, did an indicator. So you just search for indicator. Either you press the slash button, okay, you go to here, or you go to the indicator button at the top, right? You search for MWA. You should be able to find this indicator, MWA, Cloud, CPR, and PP. Then you just click lah, okay? And then it is all there already, okay? So you only need one indicator to put everything inside. Of course, you can see, wow, so many numbers again. How to edit? Very simple. So you click on this Cloud CPRPP indicator, right? You click on the gearbox icon, okay? And then input, right? You can put uncheck the show prices. Let me see. I also forget already. Okay, show label, okay, and then you just click OK. Got difference or not? Actually, not much difference. But never mind. I think you can edit over there. Style, you can input number of pivot back. Use line width, you put 2. I think easier to see. So easier to see like that. So you can see that all these lines are over there already. So the black line is the yearly pivot, green one is the central pivot range, okay, and then all the rest of the things are the pivot points, okay. If you don't like the color, never mind, okay, you can go and change the color yourself. All right. So the pivot point, okay, let me start with the cloud first, okay. So cloud. Okay, so cloud, I think all of you should be quite clear, right? So this is the cloud. I removed all the other lines over there. How to remove the yearly pivot? Under these options over there, right, there is this star over there. Okay, you can remove the yearly TC, yearly PP, and the yearly BC. That should remove the yearly pivot already for Henry. Okay. All right. So here, very simple. This is the Bitcoin. If price is above the cloud, uptrend. Okay, price is below the cloud. Okay, like for example, over here. Okay, so can you see that over here for Bitcoin, once it's above the cloud, uptrend, find support at the cloud, uptrend. Okay, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong. Then over here, okay, you can see that price is below the cloud. It is a downtrend really, right? So pretty simple. So the reason why I use cloud, okay, is to be objective, because there are always people say that, hey, I can use moving average lah. Moving average, you got 5 moving average, 10, 20 lah, 50, 200, and all this. All right. Can I confirm the search name again? Oswin does not seem to you. No, it's not Oswin. You search for MWA. Oswin is the name. I think just now someone Wylam wrote the wrong name. So search for MWA Cloud CPRPP. Okay, all right. Or if you want more customization, you can just add one by one also, it's fine. So just head over to the MarketWise Asia YouTube video and look for this video, and you should know how to set up all this by yourself also one by one. Okay, so as I mentioned, you can add moving averages and all this is pretty subjective lah. Okay, and then you can see whether price is on a higher high or higher low, that kind, but it's also pretty subjective. So I use the cloud. So one glance, really one glance, okay, one glance, you know, you know that, okay, this is still above the cloud. Like for example, Coinbase, one glance, it is below the cloud. Simple, right? Can use the cloud for 5-minute time frame. Technically, yes, you can, but if you're talking about better kind of how to say, what's the right word? I mean that I forgot the right word. But if you want not better fit, you want how to say you want a better gauge of the trend, right? Yeah, bias. Okay, bias. You want a better bias. Is longer time frame is better. As you drill down to lower time frame, right? Okay, then can be a bit noisy. Okay, it is best to use on a higher time frame, on daily, weekly, or monthly time frame. Yes, you can. I think I know that there are people who use the cloud for intraday trading. Okay, so I personally don't use that lah. All right. So there are two sets of R1, R2, R3, S1, S2, S3. Those for today and yesterday. So the pivot point that I have over here, okay, pivot is the pivot point, the main central pivot point. The R1 is the resistance one, S1 is the support level. What do you mean by the two sets of R1, R2, R3? What do you mean? You mean the red color line? Red color line is the Camarilla pivot. It is a minor resistance level, and the green one is a Camarilla support resistance as well. So there's a minor support resistance. The main one will be the brown one that I put here, S1, S2, and all this. Okay. For the central pivot range, okay, you guys need to know that two sets. Okay, mean that the two sets. You mean the two sets here, is it? This one, okay, and this one, is it the two sets? Is that what I mean, David? Yes, okay. So for this current one is the latest month. So which means that for pivot point, for you to get all the support resistance level, the R1, S2, all these lines here, right? You need last month data to get February pivot point. So for these two sets over here is a previous month data. So I use the two sets to see how price react at those level. If you think that it is too noisy, okay, you can also remove this past month as well. So only have the current month also. So how to do that? Okay, you can just go to the I think it's pivot point, okay, over here, right? Then you just put numbers of pivot back. You just put one. All right. The P indicate for pivot. That's the main one, the pivot point. P stand for pivot. P stand for pivot. So I gone through this lines. So in case you don't know what all these lines, just treat it as support and resistance line. Support and resistance. So when price hit that level, can you see that? When price Coinbase come down, right? Hit the level again, it become a resistance level. So the central pivot range is derived from pivot point. So do you realize that? Okay, I zoom in over here. You see that for this current month for coin, right? The pivot point, it is here, which is the same as the central pivot range is over here. So, okay, based on the formula and all this, like, you do need to know, okay? If you want to know, you just Google, okay? I don't want to explain over here. So there's upper range and a lower range. So this is the central pivot range. So central pivot range, I would also just put it here, then get easier to see. Okay. So central pivot range it is acting as a support and resistance zone. Okay, I will use the S&P 500 as explanation over there. Okay, so you guys can see remove the drawings, hide drawings. Okay, so you guys can see, for example, in 2020. All right, so this is a textbook example for central pivot range. Do you see that for the S&P 500 after the COVID sell-off, okay, or even before that, can you see that price tentatively find support at the central pivot range? Very nice support at the central pivot range. Can you see that? All right, and once price has broken, okay, below the CPR, okay, then price go down, hit that area again, become the resistance level, okay, come down, become resistance level again, all right, and then go up. Now become the support area, support area, support area, and broke below the CPR and become resistance level again, right? When hit S and R, I know what it means. I don't know when it hit P. It is the same. Just treat S and R as support and resistance. Pivot itself is the main support and resistance level, okay? When price is above pivot point, okay, which means that price is relatively bullish. Price is below P, okay, not so bullish. To simplify that, when price is above the P, bullish. Price is below the P, bearish. Can? Okay. So P is the same. Treat it as a support and resistance line. Is that okay, Kelly? Is that okay? Can? There are three lines on the CPR. Above the upper line, yes. Above the upper line is definitely bullish. Above the upper line, it is definitely. Can you see that when the market, it is very strong, for example, in COVID over here, okay? Here, find support at the top range over there and touching the pivot point and then go up. Definitely bullish. Above the three lines, it is bullish, okay? And you see that price actually goes higher, okay? Too far away already, then there's a pullback, okay? And then find support again and go higher. Green is the monthly and black is the yearly. Yes, yes, for me, green is the monthly and black is the yearly. Sometimes too many lines, it is too complicated lah. So, okay, I don't add so many yearly lines. So I just put the green is okay. All right, so Kelly, yeah, no problem. So you can watch the video. Any questions so far on this cloud and CPR? Okay. So yearly is more strong versus monthly. The short answer is yes. Okay, the higher time frame it is, okay, the more significant the support area it is. Okay, I'll put the yearly over here. Okay, can you see that over here? Okay, so I'll use this as an example over here. You can see that, you know, this is the black line is the yearly time frame. Okay, zoom out is the yearly time frame. I remove this. Okay, do you realize that price, okay, tends to find support at the yearly pivot? Okay, very strong support. This is the 2015, you know, price as I don't know, a very strong correction. Okay, boom, hit the yearly pivot, bottom range, and then find support and go down. Okay, of course, this is below lah. It's bearish until price goes above again, come down again, hit support, and then goes up. This is the yearly pivot. The black one is the year pivot. After that, multi-year, very strong, never touch the yearly pivot at all. Okay, then you can use the monthly pivot to find the next support and resistance. Once again, you can see that 2018, once again, price finds support at the yearly pivot, okay, and then go higher again. Come back again, yearly pivot find support, okay, until price has broken, but very shortly rebound back up again. So the yearly pivot is quite significant, okay. And how to combine the yearly and the monthly? So for example, over here, okay, this is the black line is the yearly, then there's the green one. So do you realize that, okay, the black one over here coincide, okay, with the green one. So you can see that, so which means that this whole freaking area should be a very strong resistance area. Can see or not? Can see or not? Okay, can see or not? The yearly is the black line, okay, and then it kind of you know, coincide with the green line as well. So which means that, you know, my black line is here, okay, and then there's a green line also over here. Then freaking hell, this is a very strong resistance level again. Okay, so which means that, can you see that during this 2020 COVID sell-off, right, when price rebounded again to this area, it become a very, very strong resistance level, and then price hit down again. Okay, and then can you see that over there? All right, price hit the yearly pivot again, kind of ping pong for a while, not immediately, and then coincide, okay, with the yearly monthly pivot again. So which means that let's say price go up at the yearly pivot, come back down again, you should find some support at those levels. Again, this support level, you won't know whether it will hold or not until it is over. I repeat, you won't know whether the support will hold until it is hindsight. So you won't know one. So you just have to take it, okay, at look for price action, see whether there's any wash and rinse and etc. Okay, and then you enter. So for example, over there, I can say, hey, you don't know whether this is going to hold or not, but I can see that hey, there's a wash and rinse pattern over there. Price has broken below the prior day low and then go up again. That kind. When you see that hit the resistance level, maybe okay, you don't know whether you get resisted or not, and then come back down. You won't know. You won't know one. You get what I'm trying to say? Nobody knows unless you are J Tun. I always call him the stock god. I know many of you here are also listen to Jay, and some are his students. Okay, only he know. I don't know. Okay, so you won't know one. So definitely, so by the time you hit the yearly pivot here again, you won't know whether it's going to hold. Nobody knows. You either you take some profit, or exit fully or whatever it is. Okay, until price broke above the CPR again. Then we're like, hey, market is bullish. The next resistance level as the yearly pivot over there. Then we can take some profit over there. Clear? Okay. Can we just focus on this TA yearly and not be distracted by the support and resistance? The other support resistance, what do you mean? You mean the pivot point support and resistance level, or the kind of support resistance that other traders always use one? Like for example, this is a swing high, horizontal line put over there. Okay. I removed this. Sorry. Okay. All this S1, S2 is still important, okay? It's still important. So it tells you where is the support level, potential support level. So which means that, okay, if you enter into position, okay, you want to exit, then you will know. So for example, okay, I will use JPM for example. I don't know, I'm not sure whether Mary is here, okay? Mary entered into JP Morgan, right? So this is the, okay. Okay. Can you see over there? All right. Okay. You guys can see the lines or not? You guys can see, right? Maybe too many lines. Sometimes you guys blur. So let's just remove the pivot point, S1, S2, and all these. Okay. So you guys can see, okay, based on the central pivot range, okay, price go up, find support at the CPR. Is this clear? If this is clear, type letter C in the comments. Clear? This is very important. I need to show you guys. Okay, answer me. Clear, right? Clear. So this is, can see. So, okay. There's a wash and rinse line over there. So at that point in time, I say GPM, on Friday, price has broken above the wash line. All right. So of course, this is Friday. You can't enter. If you want to enter, most likely you enter on a Monday. Okay. So if you add in the stop loss or the take profit level, so where do you know when to take profit? Okay. Of course, I think some of you guys should know now. You add in the SVI SLTP science calculator. Okay. Later, if you're not sure, I will share with you guys again. So this is the one, right? This is the one. Let's assume that you enter at 170.11. Okay, 170.11, which is the closing price of this one. Okay. Of course, heng, lucky 1.5 is still below this swing high over here. So most likely you should take profit by the time here, which is here. you should take profit over here. Is it clear? 1.5R. That's why I always say 1.5R. Can? Clear or not? Once again, if this is clear, just type CC in the comments. Clear? Clear, right? Okay. So let's assume, okay, you don't have this indicator. You remove this SLTP indicator. Okay. So where do you know where to take profit? Okay. The pivot point, S1, S2, R1, R2, all these are different level, okay, for you to know when to take profit also. All these are potential support and resistance. Now, of course, you know, price is going higher. You want to know where is the potential resistance area. So we add in the pivot point over there. Okay. So which means that, okay, here, okay, this is for last month, 30th January. So let's say, for example, when price hit over there, okay, you should at least R1, okay, you should at least take some profit off the table if you can. Even if maybe did not hit 1.5R yet, you should at least take some profit off the table because you don't know whether how high price can go. The R1 will be acting as a potential resistance level. Can you understand? So if you enter here, okay, somewhere around here, then price goes up. Okay, so R1 is to tell you when to take profit or at least exit some of your position and secure your profit. So I add in the SLTP. Okay. So you exited already. Maybe you exited half already. Then maybe they say, hey, okay, I exited half. Okay, I throw my stop loss higher. Then maybe, you know, I'm now 100% secure of the profit already. Maybe I can throw it to TP R2 level. Then here maybe you can take some profit. So by now you should exit already. Okay. So let's assume, okay, you never exit yet. Let's say somehow for the JP Morgan price is very bullish. Okay. Let's say price hit here, R2 level. Somehow let's just assume, okay, hypothetical, okay, this candle, the price actually, you know, go higher over there, like that. Can? Okay. So which means, okay, you should take profit at R2 level because this is R2 is acting as a potential resistance level. Okay. So which means that R2 is at about 179.42. 179.42 at the R2 level. So all these are stages by stages. It tells you where is the support and resistance level. Of course, for JP Morgan, we are more interested in the resistance level because, you know, we bought, okay, and price is going higher. We want to know where is the potential resistance. Clear? Can clear so far or not? Clear, just type CCC in the comments. Nicholas is showing show how to get the TPSL calculator again. TPSL calculator, you can go to the master class, okay, go to the members area master class level. Okay. So here, how to set your stop loss and take profit level. And then this is the link to get the indicator. It is all there. In case you want to know, okay, I think this is private. I think this is private. I think you need to go, you can't search on that. So yeah, you just go to the master class, go to the link over there, and you should able to add to your indicator. So over here, yeah, I think this is private, protected script on this. Okay, so after that, you just click here, add to your favorite indicator. So the name is actually SVSLTP science calculator. So which means, okay, you go to the chart over there. Okay, you hit the indicator button, you search for SV. Okay, it should come out the SVSLTP science calculator by Alex Yola. Clear? Cannot. Nicholas. Okay, so let me see the question. Wow, so many questions. Okay, what's the stock process in stock selection for buy price? Okay, let's go through one by one. Okay, there are a few questions. You go to the Q&A tab, right? There is a thumbs up button. Okay, you look through a question, see how many of the questions resonate with you. If you want me to answer that question, you can put a thumbs up so that I know that a lot of people want to answer that question. So I try to answer the most popular question first. Okay, so let's go through the first question first. The first question is by Wai Lang. Okay, what's the thought process in stock selection? The thought process, it is still based on the data over here. Okay, so let's see for January over there. So, you guys know how I filter the stocks, right? So what's the thought process in stock selection? Okay, so let me try to unfilter. You guys should be expert in using Excel already, right? Okay, so this is the stocks for January. Okay, maybe I use the February one. Okay, February, like the one that I first mentioned, right? So for this week, right? This week it is from the 4th to 11th. So very simple, right? You just go to the filter, okay? Select 4th to 11th. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, okay. So you can see that there is a lot of stocks, okay? My thought process, okay? My thought process is that all stocks are potential winner. Okay, you won't know which stocks will run, okay? And as I mentioned also, there's this winning percentage, right? So don't put too much focus on the 100% one. So I only want to find the 100%. These are the showing one. No, it doesn't mean that way. Okay, I think above 90%, it is a very good chance that, seasonally price tends to go higher in February. Of course, it depends on the market condition as well. So for example, right now, market doesn't seem to be doing so well. So, there's a chance that, a rising boat lift all, a rising tide lift all boats, right? Okay, then a sinking one will drag down all the rest of the stocks as well. So, you won't know. So for me personally, I will try to screen for the wash and rinse pattern. So that's the reason why I'm able to show you guys which are the wash and rinse pattern. So this wash and rinse, I'm using a platform called Market In Out. So this is a stock screener. Okay. All right. I'm not asking you to buy. You can go and check it out. But for me personally, I use that to screen. This is a customized script where I can screen for wash and rinse pattern, where is it priced above the CPR, is it priced above the 150 days moving average and such. So if you want to know, okay, you can check it out. I type in the chat Market In Out. Okay. All right. You don't need to subscribe to this, but this is a very good technical screener. Okay, this is a very good technical screener. So I use that to screen. So you won't know. So that's the reason why I say that, for this week, right? So my example for this week, a lot of things. My example for this week, it is, where is it? In a moment. So for this week, right? I said that, these are the stocks that I'm looking at, right? Like for example, L3 Harris, CK, these are the screening ones. So in short, I don't know which one will run. Okay, we just have to see which one got our setup, which one got our trigger. Okay, all right. So I don't know whether that answers your question. It can be pretty vague, but the key thing is I repeat, okay, we won't know which one will run. So we need to screen which one is able to give us the setup and the trigger that we want to enter. Okay, can? And like, for example, L3 Harris. L3 Harris is LHX. Okay, can you see that, I say that price need to go above the wash line. But can you see that yesterday it did not go above the wash line. So very important, very important. Like Henry, okay, go enter into the 10, the solar energy. Okay, price did not go above the wash line. So there is a no-go. It is a no-go over there. So it doesn't mean that when I share with you the stocks here, okay, you can just enter. You need to wait for confirmation. The confirmation, it is actually the wash line. Price must close above the wash line. Okay, you go and read through the video, you know, I say that, hey, price must stay and close above the wash line. For LHS, price must stay above the wash line for Seagate. So for STX, Seagate, okay, you can see that STX is Seagate, right? Okay, the wash line is this red dotted line over here, okay, over there, okay. So 87.15, 87.15. So you need to wait for price to close above 87.15. All the list to have entry, no entry, okay, no entry, because this is not supposed to be how to say a signal service, okay, a signal service over there, okay. I don't want to. It's very obvious when the time I post, I don't know how the market will react all this, okay. I also not clear when you say close above wash line. Next day, okay. So okay, let's go through like William. How what do you mean by above the wash line? So let's take Seagate for example, okay. Shall we take Seagate for example? Okay, type Seagate for example, STX. Just type STX so that we know we are on the same page. For 10 price close above watching line, just that the next day drop. Then no choice. Okay, Budi, if you enter, like we cannot control how the market will do. Price can close above the wash line, then price come back down again and hit your stop. That's the reason why I say that you need to set your stop loss. You need to position size. Okay. You cannot expect every single trade to be a winning trade one. Okay. So let's take for Seagate. Okay, this is a very good example over there. Okay, for Seagate. This is on Friday. You can see it's on Friday. This green bar here is on Friday. Okay, it's on Friday. So price stay above the wash line. So technically, Friday, if you stay until 5 a.m., price stay above the wash line. You know what's the wash line, right? Okay, this is the wash bar where price closed below the prior day low. Can see, right? So I zoom in very big already. Can see, right? So after that, 2 days later, on Friday, 2nd of Feb, price closed above the wash line. So let's say, for example, somehow Friday you entered. This is a valid trade. This is a valid trade. So after that, on Monday, then price come down. Then no choice that, okay? Most likely your stop loss should be somewhere around here based on the 1.25 ATR. So either you get hit or just hold on to it until you get hit. As I mentioned, right, not one single trade should affect your whole portfolio. So, you want to risk 1% of your portfolio, 2% of, typically less than 1%, less than 5% of your capital. So let's say, for example, you have $10,000, okay, you should risk only at most $500 per trade. Risk $500 per trade. You get what I'm trying to say? Okay. So because I screen, okay, I only know on Monday. So where is the wash line and all this. So on Monday, I said that, hey, Monday, this is the wash line. So when Monday open, okay, price must stay above the wash line. Let's say, for example, if this red bar does not exist over there, like that, right? Okay. And then on Monday, it goes higher like that. Okay. Typically, okay, I will wait at least 1 hour after the market open. Like for example, the market open at 10:30 p.m. Singapore time. Okay, so by 11:30 p.m. or 12 a.m., I'll be looking to enter. So at that point in time, if price is still above the wash line, okay, I will take the trade. Okay, because I don't stay until 5 a.m. until the market close, US market close, then I enter. Technically, you need to wait until the market close to enter. Then you can confirm whether price stay above the wash line or not. But I cannot be staying until 5 a.m. So let's say, for example, on this day, price close as in maybe 11:30 to 12 a.m. Price stay above, I will enter. So let's say, for example, on that day, price stay above the wash line and you did not enter. So how? Okay, and then the following day, okay, you can do a buy at market open. you can put a limit buy, or at market open, you just buy. Can? Is that clear or not? Is that clear or not? Okay, is that clear or not? I think this session is a good session, because sometimes I'm so in tune on how I trade. It's like it's a very smooth process for me. But for you, you might understand how to enter, how to trade. So I also try to consolidate my ideas and how to present it to you. Okay. But right now, are you clear on how I enter the STX or not? Say for example, this red bar does not exist. Okay, and the next day, which is on Monday, yesterday, in fact, price closed higher. Okay, so after 1 or 2 hours, okay, typically at least 1 hour after the market open, I see whether price is still above the wash line. Okay, yeah, and then I'll see whether price will enter or not. If you miss yesterday, then technically today, then market open, you can buy. Understand or not? Understand? Understand, just type letter U in the comments, or you need to explain further. But again, this is just based on the single stock. Okay, whenever I enter, you still need to look at the broad market, what the whole indices, the whole index is doing. So let's say, for example, okay, when the market is open at 10:30 p.m., but the indices, is like very bearish, okay, then I will hold my horses. Hey, the whole index, okay, the whole market, SPX, NASDAQ, is like not doing very well. Then I might hold back a little bit and say, hey, I might not enter so fast, even though, for example, STX might maybe after 1 hour, it is still above the wash line. I still want to see, okay, whether price can stay above the wash line, maybe until 12 a.m. or 1 a.m. that kind. I don't usually sleep very early. Maybe 1 a.m., 2 a.m., sometimes I'm still awake. So I will see how it goes. Okay. But let's say, for example, if you really, really sleep early, like for example, by 12 a.m. you sleep already, then so be it, let go. Okay, never mind, it is fine. The next day, following day, then you enter. Of course, the next day when you enter, there is a chance that, okay, price might get up again. Then, your risk to reward is not so good already, but you still can enter. Can understand so far? So you can, okay, I'm looking at the chat now. I'm looking at the chat. Okay. If for bearish, when to enter in the, where Roy is asking, if for bearish, where to enter in the green bar? What do you mean? In this will the wash line change since the red bar now closed below? Okay, yes. So for STX, right? Okay, now the wash line changed already. So for Budi, okay, previously this was the wash line. At the latest, when I first do the video, okay, the wash line, it is over here. This is the wash bar where price closed below the prior day low. So after yesterday, right, you realize that the next wash line is no longer valid. Okay, the wash line here, okay, it is actually here. So where this is the candle yesterday price close lower than the prior day low. So this bar over here, the low, it is actually 85.94. 85.94. So this is the new wash line over here. This is the new wash line over here. And then you realize that, okay, it is very, very close to the pivot point support. So the pivot will be acting as a support and resistance level. So let's say if price going to reverse back up, this will be acting as a support resistance level. Okay, so we want price to stay above 85.94. Okay, which means that tonight, okay, after 1 hour or so, 10:30 p.m., at least 10:30 p.m. market open, at least 11:30 p.m. onwards, 1 hour, at least 1 hour later, then you'll see how is it still above the wash line. Okay, having said that, as I mentioned, I still look at the broad market. Is the broad market still bullish? Is the market S&P, NASDAQ down? Overall, is it like bullish or bearish? Okay, if it's bearish, then I might hold my horses, that kind. Okay, let's assume that the market sentiment is very bullish, and the market generally is uptrend, and is looking for things to buy. So okay, 11:30 p.m. tonight market open, okay, 10:30 p.m. market open, 11:30 you enter, then you can hold on to it, like maybe price go higher. But if you did not enter tonight, then Thursday, no, not Thursday, Wednesday, okay, then you enter at market open. You can enter at market open. Clear so far? Okay. Shorting. Okay. Shorting is the same for shorting. So for shorting, I actually mentioned. Okay, so the reason why I'm not sure about you. Okay, actually catching a top, it is very difficult. Okay, so buying is always easier. I find that buying is always easier, not that easy to short. So you need to get the timing correct. And shorting normally when price come down, typically it is not very long one. You know, if in a very strong market after a short pullback, then price is going to go higher already. So not that easy to catch the short. But like I feel that the market it is really overbought. Okay, it's trying to find the time to go short. And when the market is really coming down, then we need to make use of this opportunity and ride all the way down. Because if the correction already come, it won't be just 1 or 2 days. I feel like it won't be just 1 or 2 days. It could be takes at least 1 week to 4 weeks that kind, until March possibly. Okay, so let's say for example the thing that I mentioned actually yesterday, right? I said that, hey, bearish stock in focus. This is in the members area. So I mentioned BGS and TRI. So you need to take note. Thomson Reuters. I realized that the earnings is just or 8 Feb or 8 Feb. So a bit risky. So you can choose to ignore it, don't enter. But I will use the Thomson Reuters, okay, as an example, because I think this is a pretty good example over there. Okay. Henry, I actually took a trade on TRI also. After I enter, then I know, hey, oh, siao liao. The earnings is actually 2 days later. So I'm contemplating whether to exit or not. But, okay, okay, if you are a newbie, you don't have the stomach to withstand the risk, okay, it is best that you exit, okay? All right, can? So for TRI, this is for the shorting. This is for the shorting. So TRI is a good example. So TRI, it is Thomson Reuters. Thomson Reuters, you can see from the data over here, right? So this is the bearish data. Bearish data, it is here. Okay, so it is exactly the same. I will be looking at the thing at what you're seeing also. So you can see that from Thomson Reuters 6 Feb to 23rd Feb. Okay, for the past 10 years, 90% of the time, it is positive. So average profit, okay, based on the past 10 years, if you hold from this 6 to 23rd, average about 3% return. But as I mentioned, I don't just blindly enter like short 6 Feb to 23rd Feb or I short peak from 7 Feb to 8 March. That kind of, I don't, okay? I need to repeat myself. I need to wait for price confirmation and for a trigger. So for Thomson Reuters, yesterday index was pretty bearish. I thought that, hey, maybe it could be the time that market really it's the time for it to have a correction. But again, we won't know. We won't know whether the market is going to be really coming down or not. So there'll be a choppy period, okay? Choppy period, we try to minimize our losses, okay? When it is really trending up, then we need to know really ride the trend, find the best seasonal stocks and trade. Okay, so Thomson Reuters, okay, is one of them. So can you see that this is here? Okay. So just now, Walam is asking about the pivot point, right? And all this. Why is it important? Okay, this is a very good example. So can you see that over there? For Thomson Reuters, previously it was range bound. Okay, all right. So price is below the cloud. What does this signify? Okay, UT uptrend or downtrend? Just a very quick recap. You guys should know downtrend. All of you should put downtrends. Clear cut one, very simple. At one glance, you all should know one. I make it as simple for you as possible already. Okay. So at this point in time, okay, downtrend, okay, you don't go and go and long now, okay. Wait for the uptrend to become uptrend, okay. So now, Thomson Reuters, okay? First time above the CPR and then also above the cloud. Above CPR, above cloud, okay? So based on the day time frame, is it uptrend or downtrend? When price is here, uptrend, right? Fantastic. You guys know already, okay? You guys are way better than, okay, I think 95% of the other retail traders out there. You know how to determine the trend. Very fast one, okay? Not just blindly, oh, what moving average lah? Is it 20 days, above 20 days, above 50 days? No need, okay? Uptrend or daytime frame, okay? Then see that if it is a very strong uptrend above the CPR, never touch the CPR at all. Never touch. Strong uptrend, okay? And then you see that, hey, this is the central pivot. Can see the green bar, right? This is the central pivot range. Can see, right? After a while, price finds support at the CPR. Okay. Then you know, let's say for example, okay, you enter here. Somehow you just enter here. There is a wash and rinse pattern here. This is a very classic standard trade. Okay. Oh, after that, come down back to test the CPR, test the lower range, and then there's a wash and rinse. The wash and rinse price close lower than the prior day low. Correct. So the low here is actually 144.40. 144.40. Okay. So this is the wash line. So you wait for the next day. Okay. Next day here. This bar over here. After 11:30 p.m. Okay. At least 11:30 p.m. You want to wait further, that is fine. But at least 1 hour later, see how the market react. At that point in time, January overall market, it is still bullish. Indexes, all these are still going higher. Then this make a good trade, when you can enter here. Maybe price is above the wash line or somewhere around here, doesn't matter. You can enter. Okay, enter can. So after you enter already, you go to sleep. So for example, you did not enter on this bar over here. Okay, you go and sleep already. So what to do? The next day open, you enter. Next day open, you enter. Clear? Over on this bar over here. So now where to take profit? All right. So the R1, R2 are acting as a area to tell you where is the potential support and resistance level. In this case, definitely we are looking at the resistance level because we are buying, price goes higher, we will find resistance level. So R1, from here to here, there is some profit. Okay, you can take profit some if you want to, or you don't want. Okay, price hit R2, you should take profit. You can see that price hit R2 Jun, okay, and then come back down and ping pong again over here. So that's the reason why all these R1, R2, S1, S2, all these are very important support and resistance level. So again over there, based on the seasonal data from the 6, right, which is actually this week starting from today lah, okay, or tomorrow is 6, today is 6, okay. So once again, there's a wash line, okay, price close above the prior day high. So the prior day high, this one it is 148.62. 148.62. No, wrong, sorry. 151.53, sorry. 151.53. Over here. Okay. So by the time I screen on Monday, right? Friday already happened already, right? So technically I should enter on Friday lah, but I did not lah. Okay, so that's why I entered on Monday, that is yesterday. So again, I waited until I think nearly about 1 a.m. that kind. Overall the market is also bearish, so I entered a short on TR. I think somewhere around here lah. I think around here. Okay, clear so far or not? Understand? If understand, just type letter U. Based on the CPR, price is Hongkui, I'm reading your comments. Based on CPR, price is uptrend above CPR. Seasonality got more weightage than price trend. Both. I want all to be in line. Prefer price to be all in line. That's the best. Price is above CPR. That's the best lah. That's the best. Okay. Price also uptrend and also favorable period. That's the best if we can. But sometimes, we do have such a perfect setup. Sometimes when price is below the CPI and all this, which I think the market might have a reversal, that kind of thing. This is based on discretionary reading. This is based on discretionary. I will do that. But the best, if you can find, like, for example, over here, like, for example, like, let's say, for example, TRI, favorable period is, for example, at start of June, and then our price is uptrend, find support at the CPR, there's a wash and rinse, then go high. That is the best kind of setup. Can? All right, so let me move on to question. So I answered the top process already. Okay. Answer done. Chris. Okay, let me see. Okay, there are the most upward. I see the most upward. Okay, Wylam is asking, this period market keeps going up, but yet market might pull back. Difficult to decide to long or short. For this kind of market, how to trade, or better don't trade until the direction is clearer. Okay, so this, Wylam, your question is very good. Okay, the honest answer is, I also don't know. Only Jay Tun know the answer. He's a stock god. Okay, but having jokes aside, okay, personally, I have a bearish bias. So at the start of January, I have some bearish bias. So we tried some shorts, okay? Some shorts are profitable because the favorable days are with us. Some shorts are because of the general uptrend, okay? Market continue to go higher. So it's pretty choppy, okay? But eventually, if your reward to risk is more than 1.5, right, you should still make profit one. You should still make profit one, okay? So as of now, okay, my bias is back to bearish. So I will still look for opportunity to go for short, at least within this short period of time. But again, okay, if you cannot stomach the risk and all this, right, it is okay to stay aside. It is okay to stay aside one. Okay, just don't trade. That is perfectly fine. Okay, that is perfectly fine. Okay, and or you want to don't short. Wait for the market sentiment to go higher. As in market go higher, then you go for long, and that's perfectly fine as well. Okay, then just treat it as a period of resting or looking at the market, and then it is okay lah. Okay, the reason why I share ideas is because I'm providing a service. I need to share some ideas lah, or just you be asking me, hey, how come Alex never share anything? Actually, at some point in time, I don't feel like trading one. Yeah, but I still take a look at market and do some trades also. Okay. I think moving forward, if I think there's really nothing to trade, then I would say that I will just step aside. Can or not? Okay. Can? So answer that. When is the best, William, when is the best time to trigger entry after the wash line? I tried a few once I saw price above, I think against the wash line went south, or if not so favorable in the future that you share for. Okay, William, because recently the market is very choppy, so that's the reason why. But okay, when the market is in a overall uptrend, like for example, okay, second half of the year last year, it was very good. Okay, as long you find the right trade, right setup, okay, right stock, most of the time you go higher. So it is perfectly normal, okay, that it's a bit choppy, okay. That is fine. So I already shared just now how to enter the wash and rinse. So I think you should have a clearer idea now, William. So I think that is answered as well. Chris is asking for buy price may stay below the wash line for a few days. What are the max number of bars before price goes above the wash line to be a valid entry? Okay, Chris, there is no max number of bars as long as it takes, okay, as long as it takes. Okay, I suddenly cannot find any example for you. Sometimes, you can see some stocks, it take quite a while. I'm trying to find. But no, but I think you get the idea. So there's no max number of bars. As long as you find the wash and rinse pattern, okay, draw the line, wait for the price to go above the wash line. Okay, can? If price goes above but below the cloud, if price goes and stay above the wash line but below the cloud, can we buy? Okay, a good example will be like 10. This is the solar ETF, which I mentioned over here. Okay, the ETF in focus, solar 10, I mentioned on the 1st of Feb, right? Okay, in the 1st of Feb over there. So I mentioned over there, actually I mentioned on the 30th lah, 31st lah, okay? So the wash line, this is solar ETF. So the wash bar, it is actually here. Okay, this bar over here. So this is the wash line is 43.97. Okay. When I first saw it lah. So after that, when I first saw it, okay, it is over here, 31st. Okay. So price did not stay above the wash line. So no go. Price also never stay above the wash line. Also no go. Let's say for example, price did not go lower for 10. Okay. But price, maybe for example, 2 days ago, price goes higher, like that, goes higher. I will consider buying 10. Okay. I wish I thought, price is at a low already. This is discretionary view lah. So I will go for try a long. Again, I won't know how you pan out, but I will try for a long because I feel that it's solar energy has been coming down for some time. I think it's a good bet. At least price to go and test the pivot point, the CPR. So that's my answer. Okay. Yes, you can do that, but discretionary. The best is those above the wash line, above the CPR and all this. But not every single trade has such good setup lah. Okay. And for this 10, shouldn't there be a new wash line? Yes, there is a new wash line over there. There's a new wash line over there. You are right. Okay. So price close below this is the latest wash line. But okay, this is the wash line over there. Okay, so this is the new wash line. The wash line low, it is 41.55. Okay, but again, if you actually follow my live stream, right, you will realize that I don't like this kind of bar. What bar is this? What bar is this? Pin bar, hammer, whatever you call it, right? So even though there's a wash line, usually a lot of time hammer, candlestick pattern, pin bar, those are traps. Okay, traps. So price can stay above here. Then I still won't buy lah. So this is discretionary. Price can still go lower. But let's say, for example, okay, it is a full red bar down, okay, and then price reverse back up again, okay, plus the market sentiment is pretty okay, then I will consider going long, okay. So let's see tonight whether the sentiment it is good or not. If the sentiment it is good, okay, that kind of thing, then I might consider going long now. All right. But let's see how the market is doing right now. Market, it is S&P is slightly positive, Nasdaq slightly positive. Overall is mixed right now. Okay, so answer your question that. Edison, I think I answered your question with Edison. Okay, do you set a market direction bias before first looking at the wash and rinse setup? The reason that I'm asking is that you can always see a bullish or bearish wash and rinse in the same chart. Precisely. So, of course, the favorable data must be after seasonal. Then as I say, right, I need to see what is the overall market is doing. If the market overall is bearish, I try not to go long, even though the favorable period it is there. I try to go with the trend. Okay, Edison answer your question already, I hope. Okay. Done this. Chris also asking for buy doing for first confirmation. All these wash and rinse, I think I answered already, so I'm done. Another Chris, what time frame could be used effectively on the Ichimoku cloud? The time frame can be used on the weekly, daily, money. Daily, weekly, money. That's the best lah. Okay, so maybe let's see. Let's try let's try a treasury bonds. Okay, this is the treasury bonds over there. Okay, so can you see ever since after COVID in mid 2020, okay, the 30 years or 20 plus years treasury bond is below the cloud, price has been going all the way down. This is a weekly time frame. This is a weekly time frame. This is a weekly time frame. Okay, okay, there could be some conflict. So for example, over here, let me try to remove the CPR first. No, remove the pivot stacks over there. Okay, so at this point in time, maybe here, maybe here. Okay, can follow me? Can follow me? So this is the weekly time frame for Ichimoku Cloud. Okay, overall it is still in a downtrend. Okay, all right. So this is at this point in time, which is here. You go back to the daily time frame. Okay, go here. Can see, right? Weekly is here. This part is here. Okay, which is actually you go to the daily, it is actually here. Can? Clear so far? So can you see on the daily time frame, TLT has been coming down and then until price break above the cloud, and then you might think this is an uptrend already, but this is only just based on the daily time frame. Okay, what about the higher time frame, like the weekly time frame? Okay, on a very long, not very, on a very long, on a longer term time frame, like the weekly, okay, you realize that hey, actually, even though price has climbed up, we are actually still below the cloud. We are still actually below the cloud. Actually, this could be just a massive pullback up, okay? And then price come down. Again, price hit near the cloud resistance level and then come back down again. Can see so far, this is a multiple time frame analysis. So you will need to can go to weekly. It will work as well, which means that, okay, for you to be absolutely sure, okay, that price is in an uptrend, okay, the best is when the weekly time frame, when the TLT, okay, is above the weekly, okay, and also based on the daily, it is also above the daily cloud. Then you can know that this is definitely in uptrend. All right, but again, right, if when price goes above the CPR, over here, you can actually take your chances to go long or multiple time frame analysis, because you never know whether this is the real reversal or not until in hindsight. So can you see that price has always been below the CPR? You hold on, my daughter is calling me. Yes, you need to take medicine. Okay, so can you see over there for TLT, price always get resisted by the CPR. Okay, and then this is the first time price is above the central pivot range over there for the first month. Okay, then you can actually look for opportunity to try to go for a long. Let's say, for example, okay, you try to go for a long already, maybe you hold on to for a while, happy, a lot of profit. Okay, don't forget, okay, you need to zoom out to a higher time frame. Then you see that, hey, on a higher time frame, we are hitting somewhere near the resistance level, near the current. Maybe that could be the higher time frame resistance. So you might need to exit, take profit of your position, for example, TLT in this example. Is this clear or not? Clear? Okay? Clear? Just type okay in the comments. Clear? Is there any consideration when price is above a red or a green cloud? It doesn't matter. Okay, Sean is asking, is there any consideration? Doesn't matter. I don't look at that. Doesn't matter. Okay. The reason why, where is it? When it is above a red or green cloud. Okay, you can see here, green is bullish, red is bearish. Okay, you can you can see here, right? Okay, this cloud started to cross above this line over there. Technically, it means more bullish, but I think for the sake of simplicity, don't need to think too deep lah. Okay, just use what I say to you. Okay, the reason why it crossed here, okay, is the reason 26 period ago. Okay, the TLT is very bullish over here, so that's the reason why it started to cross here. Can understand? But okay, I think no need to understand all this. Doesn't matter unless you really go deep into reading the Ishimoku cloud. But again, use the cloud to help determine whether it's uptrend or downtrend. Doesn't matter the color. Okay, can okay. So answer live done. Cynthia is asking a good question. If the market corrects like currently, does it mean we should not refer to the seasonality bullish ETF stocks till it is short-term uptrend? Okay, yes, the short answer is yes. Okay, when it is uptrend, I try to look for the bullish seasonal data. Okay. So for Seagate with the new red candle, should we move? Just now I mentioned about Seagate already, right? Okay, done. Shirley is asking, for some gurus do not encourage trading on counters, they are announcing results on the day itself. PLTR announced result after the close and today the price. No, yeah. So I think for simplicity's sake and to keep your mind, clear, okay, don't trade on the day of earnings. Don't trade just below the earnings and such. Is that okay? Ken? I got your reply on the order type. I'm setting, so I also answered that already for Edison. Beside wash and rinse, what other area you look as a filter? Most of the time it is just wash and rinse. Okay, if you let's say for example over here, the stocks, right? There is a lot of stocks, right? So that there are also many above wash and rinse and such, right? So the additional filter that I look at is actually price should stay above the 8 EMA. Price should stay above the 8 EMA. So this is additional filter that I use. Let's say for example, you're reading too many stocks already, okay? So this is, you can see the letter 8 EMA over there. So right, for example, yeah, okay. So this is TLT again for example over there. Okay, so for TLT, you'll see that price actually kind of respected the 8 EMA over there. Okay, technically, okay, there is a wash and rinse pattern over here. Okay, price close above, below the low, that kind of, okay, you can see over there. Okay, but technically again, okay, you can enter here lah, but if you really there's many other stocks, okay, or you find those stocks that close above the 8 EMA one, like for example price close above the 8 EMA, then this is a higher chance to run, okay. Yeah, I'm using just TLT example. There could be other stocks, okay, just this example. So this is above 8 TLT, then this is it could run higher up, that kind. So once again, I'm referring back to the data, okay. If there's a lot of stocks, you see through, after wash and rinse, there's also a good setup. After pivot point, also a lot of good setup, okay. Then there's still a lot of stocks. How do you filter? The additional one that you use is actually the 8 EMA, the 8 EMA. Can clear so far, Budi? This is the 8 exponential moving average. Okay. So Dominic, would it be better to combine SV with sector, weekly, daily rotation and only target those in the right rotation stage? Yes, okay. That's right. So let's say, for example, okay, when there's a lot of stocks, right? So the other chart that I mentioned to you guys, right? I mentioned quite a number of times, okay, it is actually the RRG chart. Okay, so this is the sector chart. So for example, you know, I said, for example, I know that energy and financial is actually improving, and such industrial and communication and such, right? So if there's many other stocks, right, other than the AEMA, another one you can filter on is actually the sectors. Okay, so for the data, for example, over here, you can also filter the sectors. So there are many stocks here. Okay, so let's say, for example, I only want the industrial stocks. Okay, then you just filter, then you just find the industrial stocks. Got 63. Okay, over here. Okay, sometimes I do share with you guys. Okay, not always, but most of the time I share with you guys. Maybe not the last two, okay, but I did share with you guys during the weekly video. Okay, yes, Henry, this one need to pay. This is by stock charts, by stockcharts.com. Okay, need to pay. Okay, yeah, so yes, I do combine that as well. If you want, you can also subscribe, but you don't want, it is fine as well. Okay, not that important actually, not that important. Okay, you can just wait for my weekly video and check it out yourself lah. Okay. Alex, can you share what is your take on Tesla? The price has come down a bit. Tesla again. So for Tesla, I won't be looking at Tesla lah, because as I mentioned, for previously I entered, it is really speculative, and it is still below the AEMA and all this lah. So I think there are better opportunity out there in the market lah. Okay, out there in the market, other than Tesla. So for example, like all the this coming week video that I show you guys, for example, this, okay, aerospace lah, Cinemac lah, all these are better stocks than Tesla lah. Okay, so try to find those that is better condition stocks lah. So what's the current rotation? This is the one, current rotation. This is the this is the relative rotation graph. Okay, industrial, financial, com start, technology start to turn down, but you need to realize the RRG chart also, there's a big lagging. So price need to move up first. Okay, then price gonna go higher, and you go to the quadrant. Okay, if you want to find the most updated one, right, maybe you can take a look at the hourly time frame. Hourly, 60-minute. But again, it doesn't mean that it is very strong. It just means that it is stronger, relatively stronger than the S&P 500. Okay, both can be weak, just that maybe that sector is stronger than the other one. You understand what I'm trying to say? So for example, all the sectors, 11 sectors can go down. S&P also can go down, but they will always be certain sectors that is stronger than the other sector or the S&P 500. But all are very weak, all are coming down. You understand what I'm trying to say? Okay. So as of now, based on the hourly time frame, right? Okay, everything is lagging. The one that is leading is actually improving to leading is actually the tech stocks. Not surprisingly, okay. Nvidia, all this, Amazon, all this, all these are gapping up, so are very strong. So based on our time frame, not surprising, because they constitute a large part of the index. Okay. Alex, for the pivot, do we also look at the previous month pivot or only focus on this month pivot? You can just focus on this month pivot. I repeat, you can just focus on this month pivot. The previous one is history already, but it tells me, okay, what happens to the price at the various support and resistance level. So if you think that Henry Coy, if you think that there's still too many lines, you can remove the previous one and just use the current month. Okay, and Walam is asking, HSI today above CPR and P for people, still below count. What's your view on HSI? HSI today is actually not too bad, HSI. Okay. Hang Seng. Hang Seng today is up 4%. Okay. So today it is above, previously it's below the CPR, right? So of course, as I mentioned, right, okay, Monday, yeah, that's yesterday, right? Monday, Facebook Live, I said that, you know, based on the monthly time frame, there is a potential reversal signal over here. Okay, if you are a long-term investor, hold for 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, 5 year, that kind, right? Okay. I can't say that you are wrong if you want to buy. Okay. But if you're talking about trading short term, okay, like what Henry Lim say, okay, there's still no change of trend. Okay, market it is still in a downtrend. Okay, market it is still in a downtrend. Okay, it's still in a downtrend. Okay, but at least price is above the CPR. We know that, you know, at least the downtrend momentum is weakening. When price is above the pivot point, you know, it is always bullish, slightly bullish. Okay, all right, compared to one that is below the pivot point. So let's say, for example, you know, let's say price go up, you know, price come down, pull back. Then you might want to try for a long. That is perfectly fine if you are doing short-term trading. That is perfectly fine. Then maybe you can know aim for the R1 resistance level, that kind, and then exit that. But you need to understand that, you know, this is still in a downtrend. All right. And then price need to be above the cloud. Then you can safely say that, and above the CPR for 2 consecutive months. Then you can safely say that, you know, at least there's a change of trend on the Hang Seng Index. Okay, based on the daily time frame. But putting back to what we have learned just now, price can go higher up, okay, over there, okay. But if you zoom into the weekly time frame, okay, nothing much has changed. We are still very much in a downtrend. Can go higher up, okay. So on the daily time frame, price could be above the CPR, could be above the cloud, that kind. But you know, when next time when Hang Seng, let's say for example, within the next few weeks, price go here, then this is going to be a very strong resistance level. Okay, can so far? Okay, done. I experienced when I close the trade here, sometimes the trade does not. I experienced when I close the trade, sometimes the trade does not enter all the stock. Yes, it's due to the liquidity. It is due to the liquidity. So sometimes, you know, have to see the ladder as in the yeah. Where is the stacking at? Different people put their you want to sell, you know, you want to sell, somebody has to buy from you, that kind lah. So there's a liquidity ladder there. So it could be due to lower liquidity, or when you sell after clear the certain level, then the next level for you to clear. Okay, yeah, it is due to lower volume. Yes, that's right. Jimmy is asking, is there any minimum daily volume? There is no minimum daily volume. I still look at the price action to see whether it is smooth or not. Okay, like all this definitely is smooth. Was give me a stock that's very illiquid and not smooth one. I suddenly cannot find a stock or any Singapore stocks. Yeah, but generally you can see the price. There's ebbs and flow. That's okay. But I have how to say market cap minimum market cap. I try to trade those at least 500 million. Not too small, not too small. At least 500 million. That is a half a billion, 500 million at least there. I tend to filter out anything smaller than anything smaller than 500 million. I don't trade. Okay. So I think that is done. I answered a lot of questions already. And I also want to tell you guys something, right? So, okay, seasonal has its age, but do you realize something? For the a lot of times I say that, you know, risk the reward to risk, okay, at least 1.5 R. So by now you should understand this, right? Which means that if you risk an absolute dollar, $100, right? If you get $150, that is your reward to risk. That's your profit, right? So 1.5 R is that. Okay. How much? Okay. I asked a very quick question, intuitively, okay. Answer me very quickly. Okay. Let's say you take 100 trades, okay? 50 trades are losing trade, okay? You take 100 trades, 50 trades are losing trade, but every time you lose you lose 1 R, but every time you win is 1.5 R, okay? So at the end of the day, are you profitable or are you losing? P or L? P or L? Profitable, yeah, I think, yeah, simple. So 1.5 R, okay? You see, so you lose is 1 R, correct or not? You lose is 1 R. So if you take 10 trades, right? So if you take 10 trades, okay, 50% hit rate, very lousy, 50%. So you 5 win, 5 losses, correct or not? Okay, so every time you lose, okay, you lose 1 R. So 5 losses is equal to you lose 5 R. Correct or not? Okay, you 5 win is equal to 1.5 R times 5 is equal to 7.5 R. Correct or not? So net, okay, 7.5 minus 5, you still win 2R. Okay, 2R. So at the end of the day, you are still profitable. Okay. Let's say you are very lousy, okay, okay. You lose 60% of the time, okay. So basically 6 losses, 4 win, okay. Are you profitable, losing, or break even? Quickly. Simple maths, cannot. Yeah, the answer is break even. So we can see that, if you lost 6, right? So it's 6R minus 6R, okay? If you win 1.5 times 4 is equal to plus 6R, correct? So even if you just win 40% of the time, which means that out of 10 trades, okay, you lose 6 trades, you only win 4 trades. At the end of the day, okay, you are still break even, okay, minus the commission or whatever it is lah, okay, that kind, okay, yeah. So what I'm trying to say that, okay, we don't need to win every single trade. I think, from last year until now, the winning rate more than 60, 70%, 60%, definitely. Recently, it can be some losing trade that is perfectly fine, but it is still more than 50%, at least for me. Okay, maybe yours, somehow you just take the trade as the losing trade one. Okay, can. But again, it doesn't mean that every single trade you're going to take, 1.5 R, like what Henry said. Okay, Henry said sometimes, discretionary, you feel that the market is not doing very good, okay, that kind of thing, or hit the resistance level R1 or R2, maybe hit the R2 level, okay, the profit level is at 1.3 R, that kind. Okay, you okay to exit the trade and take and run. That's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. So even 1R, if you're happy, you also can take the trade. But try to, your risk to reward, try to have a higher risk to reward ratio. The best is at least 1.5 R. That is good, okay? So that, you have a very strong buffer, which means that 50% of the time you lose, right, you are still profitable. 50% of the time you lose, you are still profitable, okay? Is this a revelation or not to you guys or not? You lose 50%, you still can win. If this is a revelation, you never think of this way, or you just type R revelation, type letter R in the comments. Okay. And let me tell you straight, okay, I cannot be winning every single trade. I'm not God, I'm not Jay. kidding, okay. Yeah, so you cannot be winning every single trade one. So as long as your reward to risk above 1, you will still have a very good chance to win. So the key thing is okay, before I end this session, the key thing is you need to set your stop loss. Very important, okay? Have always set a stop loss level when you enter a trade, okay? Doesn't matter where you put, you just need to put your stop loss, hit, never mind, just exit, okay? And again, okay, let's say for example, you have a 10K capital. Of course, Henry is 1 mil or 10 mil, I don't know. Okay, Henry always like high net worth, okay? So let's just assume 10K. Okay, kidding, Henry, okay? So your every time you risk the trade, okay, try just to risk 1 to 5% per trade. So which means that out of a capital of 10K, okay, every single trade, okay, you only 1%, okay, you only risk $100 per trade. Okay, 5% means you only risk $500 per trade. Okay, don't risk more than 500, but don't risk more than 5%. If you risk more than 5%, anytime you take a losses, okay, after a few losses, wow, then you realize that, hey, wow, 20% of my account, 20% of my capital is gone, 50% of my capital is gone already. Okay, once you hit 50% drawdown, okay, you need 100% return to get back to your capital, you know. Not that easy. I have been there before. I know that it's not that easy. So you need to minimize your losses small. 1R, okay? Then you need to exit already. Okay, so as I mentioned, right, so this is, for example, this is where the stop loss level comes into play. So for example, like, okay, I will just use, okay, just use the same thing, okay? Okay, use the JP Morgan, okay, JP Morgan, winning one, okay, winning one, simple. Okay, so JP Morgan, it is over here. So let's assume once again, this is the naked chart, okay? So you put the SLTP science calculator. So let's say assume that you entered once again at 170.11. Okay, 170.11. So this is your stop loss amount. Right? Okay, I mentioned in the master class really. You want to lose how much? Your absolute dollar is 100. Okay, or maybe for example, $500. You are only willing to lose $500 in this trade. Can be plus minus slippage and such, but doesn't matter. About 500 块lah. Okay, stop loss, as in the factor for ATR 1.25, length for TR 10. Okay, all right. So it tells you enter at 170.11. Your stop loss is 166.74. Okay, TP level is there, and it also tells you the size already. Okay, you can at most enter 149 shares of JP Morgan. 148.4 lah. Okay, you want to put 148 is fine. You want to put 149, that's fine. Not so particular. So there about, okay. All right, so 149, which means that, let's say for example, if you enter here, okay, and price doesn't go in your favor and come down, hit your stop loss level. So at most you only risk $500. Can? Also, you have a very big appetite. Your capital size is very big. You have a 1 million account. So every single trade, okay, you can lose $1,000. Then put $1,000 lah. Okay. Then become 296 share or 297 shares of JP Morgan only. Clear so far? So this stop loss indicator is very fast. Okay. You tells you where is the entry price, where is your stop loss level, where's the TP target, and where is your size you want to enter. Good or not? Okay, pretty good, huh? So if you think this is good, just type letter G, good, in the comments. Letter G in the comments. Okay. Shirley, I try to answer a question. I see the one. Counters that you share with us in the members area, are these trades just for trading this week, hit and run, or we have to hold for more than 7 days? It depends, okay? There's no certain time frame that you will exit or enter. It depends on how the market move, okay? So for the weekly video, it is for this coming week favorable period date. So as I mentioned, I think yesterday during the Facebook Live, right? This HST, okay, at the start of the year, I was pretty bearish, right? okay, even though the generally the indices go up, okay, but HST did not go up. So I mentioned HST here. I entered short on the 9th of January over here, this vertical line over there. Again, wash and rinse pattern, you should be able to see that already. Okay, tell me how many days? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2. Take me about 2 weeks to exit the trade. So I held on to it for quite some time. So never hit my stop loss. I think my stop was somewhere around here. Okay, never hit my stop. Okay, I just let it be lah. Doesn't matter one. 不用怕啦，不用怕. Okay, I mean, when you enter a trade, you should have already know where is your stop. Okay, you must be prepared to let it get hit. I repeat, you must be prepared to let it get hit. Doesn't matter one. Okay, I know my win rate definitely more than 50% one. Okay, yeah. All right. So I held on for a while. Hit. I think on this day. All right, I exited on this red bar over there. So my reward is 1.5 R. All right. I think we are about time. 1 hour 45 minutes already. So for short, from right for short, does it need to have 2 green candles in a row or 1 red for the wash? It does not depend on how many candles. Okay, so for example, for this HST, right? So price, let's say for example, okay, price here, I zoom in over here. So this is the wash bar, right? Okay, price can continue to stay in between here, maybe hold on for a few weeks, okay, and then come down and then close below the wash line. So it can take many days. Okay, just follow the rule. You have the wash line, you see where is the bar that close below the wash line. It can take a number of days. 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 5 days, doesn't matter. Okay. Do you throw your stop? Yes, I throw my stop. So again, once I use the JP Morgan as an example, this is a very classic trade, JP Morgan over here. All right. So let's say, for example, you enter at 170.11. Okay. So you enter here. Okay, you enter here. Okay, after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days, on the 6th day, okay, on this day, on this bar over here, okay, great green bar over there, price has hit your 1R profit already. Price has hit 1R profit already. Okay, so you shift your stop here, this pink color line, purple color line, to your entry price. To your entry price. Okay, previously, if you never shift, if price go down to this level, you make a loss. Okay, so you shift, once price hit your 1R, you can consider, it's a good habit, I think you consider shift your stop to your entry price. Okay, so right now you are guaranteed a no loss trade, because let's say for example, price ping pong suddenly cannot go higher, okay, and then boom, come down, you exited with a break-even trade or no loss lah, okay? Or you can choose, price hit your 1R profit, okay? You can choose to exit half of your position. So maybe you buy 100 shares of JPM, you exit half, okay? So take half the profit, then you shift your stop, okay, to the entry price, that kind, okay? All right, bye Henry, okay, Ken. So for me personally, I don't do that, not always, but I will shift my stop and then I don't take half profit. Okay, I will continue to hold on, okay, until price hit a resistance level or the 1.5R. Okay, does that answer your question, Wailam? Ken? Okay, so yeah, Henry, thank you so much. Happy New Year, 新年快乐，身体健康. Any other question? I will answer 1 or 2 more questions before we call it a day. So I talk about the risk reward. I talk about the cloud CPR. I talk about Bitcoin and the Coinbase. I talk about the stop loss. I talk about the wash and rinse. Okay, Yeah, talk about login. Basically answered most of them already. So any other question? Everything clear? Everything good? What is this SL indicator in TradingView called? Hey, Henry Coy. This is another Henry. Go to the members area. Go to the members area under the master class over here. Okay, this is how to set your stop loss. Okay, you read. Okay, then click on the link to get the indicator. Click on TradingView. All right. If you haven't add, right, it should add to your favorite indicator. Okay, then click add to your favorite indicator. Then you should see this indicator in your indicator list. And how do you find it? Very simple. Okay, you just search for SV. Then it should pop out lah. SV SLTP Science Calculator by Alex Yeo. So you can see that 78 people are using that already. Okay, can? How often would you hold such session? Technically not often, because you need to realize that a lot of time I'm providing data for you guys. For those who don't know, initially when I first started seasonal advantage SVI, I only provide the data. So for the 3 months, I didn't do anything. I remember that's the first report that I sent out. Then I realized that some people after get the data also don't know what to do. Then I started, to provide a weekly video update. Only weekly video update. Every week I send out video, that's all. And only now I start to do a weekly one plus add a lot of things, and then I try to value add to you guys by doing this one-time webinar. So not often not often because take times but I try to provide you some good value So once in a while, or every time when there's new people coming in, like for example the next quarter, then I will consider doing another session, that kind okay, because the webinar I'll put it on a replay so you can watch the video and such. Okay. Yes, David, there is a replay. There's a replay. So don't worry, I will post it in the members area. So we should change our stop loss accordingly. Yes. Okay. Do you think you can share with us the strongest 3 sectors to look at during the weekly SVI? Edison, I can share the weekly SVI update, but it changes very fast. Okay, the next day, another sector might be in play, so I tend not to look into that. Okay, so I just focus on the individual stocks. I think that will be better. I can try, but I don't know whether it's gonna be useful or not. But we can try that. Okay, Edison, we can try that. All right. So I think, Mary, thanks. Okay, David, yes. Okay, I think for that, I think that's all for today. Not to worry, there's a replay. You can just watch the replay. I'll upload into the members area. Okay, I think with that, I think that's all for today. 新年快乐，身体健康身体健康 is very important. Okay, you need a very healthy body, then you can trade. No healthy body, no riches, no nothing. Okay, 身体健康 is the most important thing. Okay. All right, with that, thank you so much, and I'll see you guys again really soon. Okay, I'll stop share here, and goodbye, see you. 再见 I'll end the session already. Bye bye.